Hi, and welcome to this all-standing shoulder and knee-friendly full body strength routine. We've got 15 minutes and 45 seconds for each move, 15 seconds rest in between each move, starting with a warm-up, ending with a stretch cool down. So we're looking at a little over 20 minutes. Shoulder friendly, so great if you have a frozen shoulder or a shoulder impingement. There are no moves where we raise our arms above our heads. And knee friendly, there are no squats and no lunges. Again, all standing. Let's get started with our warm-up. Taking a simple step out and in, just alternating feet. I'm using a set of 5-pound weights today, so about a medium strength. Always start lighter, and then we can work your way up as we get stronger, or you can have a couple different sets of weights on hand. A few more step togethers like this. Okay, fingertips on the shoulders, and let's take some shoulder rolls here. So we're drawing big circles with our elbows, going back. And let's reverse, come forward. As always, you're working within your own range of motion, whatever is comfortable for you. That's going to look different for everybody. And reverse one more time to the back. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet a little bit wider. Reach the arms out towards me. Lean forward with a flat back. Head just drops so neck is in line with the spine. Feel that beautiful stretch in the back of the legs. Let's move the hands to the tops of the thighs, a little bend in the knee, tuck the tailbone, and we roll it up. That feels good. Let's do it again. Reach forward, hinge from the hips. Hands on the thighs, bend the knees. Roll it up 2 more times. Maybe as we're warming up here, you can go a little bit further. Bend, roll up. Finish with the shoulders. Last one, we reach and hinge. Hands on the thighs, bend. And roll it up. One leg, a little balance challenge here too. Taking some big hip circles here. Hold on to something if you need to. And actually, I want you to have a wall space or a mantle, something available for a few of the exercises as well. We're going to need a support item to lean into. Same thing other side. Big hip circles going front, side and back. Reverse. And last one. Feet underneath the hips again. Give me a calf raise, lifting the heels, and then twist and reach to one side. Lift and lower, twist and reach. One more time each side. Next, we're going to do a front leg lift and a back leg lift. So again, holding on to something as a base of support. Lift the leg, tap, then come to the back and tap. Here's our last move for our dynamic warm-up here. Lift and lift to the back. Stand up tall here. Core is engaged. Warming up our quads and our glutes. One more. And same thing, let's switch sides. Lift front and back. Slow and controlled. And last one. And shake that out. Give me a couple wrist circles. And we're going to grab our weights. I'll show you the first move. We're in a sumo position, so the legs are a little bit wider, toes to the corners. Weights are in front with a proud chest, shoulders down and back. We hinge forward at the hips, doing a deadlift in this different position. I'll give you a quick side view. Again, movement comes from the hips, so it is not a squat. Come up, squeeze your glutes. You know you've gone too far when your back wants to start to round. So you go at your own level. Let's start the timer. Here we go. Core is engaged, shoulders down and back, and we're slow and controlled. You can inhale on the way down, exhale as you come up. Nice flat back, and we have a small little micro bend in those knees, just keeping that joint soft. And squeeze. And break. Next, working on the upper body, we're going to alternate each move. We have an alternating wide bicep curl. So we just curl one side, then the other. Feet underneath those hips. Again, soft bend in those knees. And then the elbows stay in close to our sides. The shoulder is slightly externally rotated here. Always go at your own pace. If you have heavier weights, maybe you're going slower. If you have lighter weights, you might be going at a faster pace. You do you. Okay, moving on. Next, we're going to do another deadlift, but a staggered one. So left foot forward, right foot back, and you're going to come up a little bit, lifting that heel up on that toe. Same thing, proud chest, shoulders down and back, hinging forward at the hips, and come up. Slow and controlled. A little kickstand position here. If you struggle with your balance, you can hold onto a chair, or take your feet to a wider position. That'll help. Think about putting the weight in that front left heel. Really feeling this one in your backside. And again, flat back. And release. Before we do the other side, we're going back to bicep curls. This time a hammer curl, so the palms are facing in. And then we have a slow up for 3 counts and a 1 count down. Here we go. Up for 3, 2, 1, release. Up for 3, 2, 1, and release. Elbows are in, close to our sides. Think about your posture while we're here. Core is engaged. Draw that tummy in. Last one. and release it down. Okay, switching sides for that staggered deadlift. Left foot back, right foot forward. Come up onto that back toe, proud chest. We hinge forward and push up through that heel. Here we go. And again, both knees have a small bend in them, just so that joint stays soft. Keep your tummy in and your shoulders down and back. We want the glute and the core to do the work here, not the lower back. All right, that was a quick one. Going back to the bicep curls, this time we have a quick up and a slow 3 count release. Here we go. Down 3, 2, and 1. Up quick. 3, 2, and 1. But slow and controlled, so try not to swing it. Working against momentum here. Over halfway there. Okay, next we have a little combination. Keeping this workout simple, it's no compound moves, but combination. Again, we're in hinge forward position. We have 1 row back and then 1 bent elbow fly. So row back, elbows, release, elbows are still bent, and then we squeeze those shoulder blades together. Row back, release about halfway, up and down. So there's no long levers in this workout. That keeps a lot of the pressure off the shoulders. Working the upper back here and the sides. And you want the hinged over position, so we're working the back. If you are upright, you're going to be working the shoulders. Okay. Next, we're going to actually put our weights down and come to your base of support. Keeping the knee at a 90-degree angle. We have 2 lifts. Swing it back, knees matched, 2 lifts to the side, and then 2 lifts to the back. So again, think about that knee staying bent the whole time. 2 front, 2 side, and 2 back. Working all sides of that hip and back. Let's get 1 more round in. We're going to stay on this side, doing what's called like a little hip dip. So elbows at, again, 90-degree angle, in line with the shoulder. Take a step out from your mantle or your wall. We're going to dip our hips down and then lift them up. Dip down, lift up. Really tighten your core here. This is great for the obliques. You're leaning into that wall. Incredible standing core exercise. You're really going to feel this one. So again, think about your hip dipping towards the wall, and then we're lifting it up to the outside. Keep breathing. Excellent. All right, finally we have working the front of the leg. We have 4 leg lifts, pointed toe with the knee facing up. We then turn out, flex the foot, and do 4 leg lifts here. Here we go. So straighten those knees. Leg does not have to come high, slow and controlled. One more. Rotate from that hip, flex the foot, really working the inner thigh. You'll feel it in the quad here as well. And switch, point, lift, 2, 3, 4, flex, turn out. And point, knee up. Excellent. Should have felt the burn right there. All right, so those 3 exercises on the other side. Switching. Remember, we start with our 2 knee lifts, then to the side, and then to the back. Lift and lift. Side and side. Back and back. If you're feeling super strong, you could always add ankle weights to this section on the wall here. Remember to stand up tall. Try not to sink into that supporting hip. Finish up that back one. And shake that out. Next, again, coming to the wall, back to the hip dips. Make sure you switch sides. Forearm up against that wall. The further you step out, the more difficult or more challenging it'll be. Dip our hips down, lift the hips up. Draw the navel into the spine. You can even feel those muscles working on both sides, those obliques. And you're probably feeling it a little bit in that shoulder up against the wall too. It's supporting. Almost there, guys. Last one. Shake that out. We're back to our leg lifts. Point the toe, really straighten that knee, and we lift, we turn out, and then we lift again. Start with the pointed toe, straighten that knee. Now flex, turn out from the hip, lift the leg. So you should feel the difference. Again, you're still going to feel it in your quad, tops of the legs, but you're also going to feel it in the inner thigh. Pull up tall. And flex, turn out for 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Point and lift. 2, 3, and 4. Shake that out. Let's grab our weights again. Bend your knees to grab them. We are almost done. Oh, actually, we're just going to do one weight on this exercise. We're going to pass it, elbows stay in, working the rotator cuff, slow and controlled. So forearms are parallel to the ground. We open, pass, open, and pass. You can still do this exercise for your mobility. If the weight is too much, you can always drop the weight or switch to something lighter, even like a little ball. It's like an open and close. Nice job. Grab that weight for our last strength movement here. We are coming to 4 tricep kickbacks. So again, a slight hinge forward, straightening the arms 4 times, and then we have 4 calf raises. Join me here. Hinge, back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, elbows stay high on those kickbacks. Come up, lift 4, 3, 2, and 1. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put your weights down. Woo. Let's stretch that out. Shake it out. Let's take a wide stance. Toes facing forward. Little side lunge here. Bending the right knee, straightening the left. I want you to shift your hips back. Again, takes all the pressure off the knees. Really want you to feel the stretch here in the inner thigh and the outside of your hip and your glute. So hold this stretch here. And take some nice deep breaths. And let's push up. Let's come to the other side. Bend the right, straighten the left, hips to the back. If your knee allows it, you can always go a little bit further for a deeper inner thigh stretch. Deep breath in and out. And let's push up. I'm going to turn to the side. We're going to stretch our calf muscle. So big step back, pressing the heel down towards the floor. It's okay if it doesn't reach it. Straighten the back knee. And again, slight bend in that front knee. Really want you to feel a good stretch all the way down the back of that leg. Lift that heel up and press it down again. And maybe make it a little bit deeper here. Slight step in, flex the front foot, and let's hinge forward for a beautiful hamstring stretch here. Really get that toe up to the ceiling. Again, some more in the calf and in the back of the leg. Breathe in and out. And come on up. If you're able to, for a quad stretch, you can start by bringing the knee up, maybe grabbing your ankle, your pant leg, your sock, and then bringing it back behind you. So whatever's easiest to grab onto, you could even use a belt or a leash or a resistance band. Hold here. If this is not available to you, taking a step back and then really tucking that pelvis will also help get the stretch in that quad. So whether you're here or holding your knee towards your bum, give me one more deep breath in and out. Okay, other side. Make sure you switch legs. Big step back, slight lunge forward, pressing the heel towards the mat for that calf stretch. Inhale. And exhale, come up. And then press the heel down one more time. Try to straighten that back knee. Never push anything. I like to say a good stretch should never be painful, but maybe a little bit uncomfortable. A little step forward. Hinge the hips back, flexing the front foot. This hamstring stretch is much needed after all those deadlifts. So extra hold here. Give me 2 more deep breaths. on up out of that. And again, quad stretch. So either you're here with a hip tuck, or if you're able to, grab that foot behind you. Try to keep the knee pointed down towards the ground. The more you tuck your hips, the more you're going to really feel that. And deep breath in. And out. And release that down. Right arm goes out to the side. Let's cross it in front. And then look over your left shoulder. Right shoulder stretch here. Release the right hand. We're coming behind the back. Maybe kind of holding it or tucking it with the other hand. And then this time take your left ear towards your left shoulder, involving the neck as well. Relax the shoulders down, but I want you to feel that stretch all the way through here. And other side, left arm out. And then we hug it in nice and close. Look over your right shoulder. And let's come back to center. Release the right arm back behind. Drop the shoulders down. And then right ear to right shoulder. And release out of that. Arms come forward. Give me some wrist circles here. And reverse. Flex the arms. Straighten the elbows. Flex the wrist towards me. Let's take it out to the side. You should feel this in your biceps. And if it's comfortable for you, take it all the way behind. Maybe clasp your fingers. Relax your shoulders down. Hold this here for the front of the shoulder and for the chest. Big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, release it down. Chin comes up, hips come back. Let's roll it down. Drop the chin, tuck the tailbone, and roll it back up. Stretching out any tension left in the lower back. And tuck and roll up. Last time. Let's hold it down here and do a couple cat-cows. Tuck the chin, arch the back up like you're trying to gaze at your navel. And then the opposite, chest. Proud, shoulders down and back. One more time. Round up like a cat. Tuck the chin. Proud chest. Lift the chin. And we finish rounding up, starting with that tailbone. All the way up. Roll those circles down and back. Nice job. I hope you enjoyed this workout and got an awesome workout. Let me know how you liked it in the comments. Thanks for working out with me, and we'll see you next time.